what's up? John Sonmez from SimpleProgrammer.com. So I'm just sitting here in Balboa Park in San Diego here, and this girl came up and she asked me if I would like to get 10% off a smoothie, and she had these cards she was handing out. And of course I said no. She came up really timidly and approached, and I thought this is an interesting, way to talk about how to sell something, or there's actually a really good book on this by Robert Cialdini called The Influence, which has a lot of these techniques. But I basically went back up to her after she had said the same thing. Another person, she walked by and she said, "Would you like to get it 10% off?" And they said no. And I said, "Hey, wait a minute, I can help you." And so I went up to her and I said, instead of saying, "Would you like to get 10% off a smoothie?" and handing them a card, instead ask them if they like smoothies. Just ask that question first. And when they say yes, then say, "Would you like to get 10% off of one?" So she said okay. I don't know if she actually went to do it, but you could actually even do better than that, right? So if you're in the position trying to sell something, you don't want to go up and just be very timid and and ask expecting a no. If someone would like the thing that you're selling, or she's not even selling anything, she's giving something away, right? So a better approach would be, first of all, to be confident, right? To come up and to be friendly, have a smile on your face, and maybe even say something like, probably the best thing she could do is something more like this: "Hi, my name's Jennifer. How are you guys doing today? Okay. Do you mind if I ask you a question?" Then I say yes, right? Because what am I going to say no? No, of course I'm going to say yes to that. It'd be rude to say no, right? So you're relying on social norms here, right? And then after I say yes, then say, and then her question could be, "Do you like smoothies?" And then I'm probably going to say yes. If I say no, then she can even go down that route and say, "Oh, really? Why not? That's interesting. Most people like smoothies," and she can probably even build some rapport there. But most likely I'm going to say yes, and then she could say something like, "Do you like saving money?" Again, I'm going to say yes. Now I've said like 3 yeses, right? And then she hands me the flyer, right? Before I can even make a choice, just puts it out to my hand, and as soon as my hand touches it, then she says, "Would you like to save 10% on a smoothie?" Or in fact, rather than, don't even say, "Would you like to save 10%?" Say, "Well, here's a free coupon to save 10% off your next smoothie," and then just give it to me. Now I have to take it, right? And now I'm going to be much more receptive, and now I might even actually go and use it. So anyway, I thought that was just a quick opportunity to teach a lesson on that. Just something, if you're ever in the position where you're trying to give something away or sell something, you're going to be way more effective if you just think about it a little bit ahead of time, thinking about being friendly, thinking about what the principle here is. People are, well, there's two of them. One is social norms, and the second one is people are consistent with their previous choices. So if you get people to say yes multiple times and they've said that they like smoothies, then they're not going to act inconsistently from that. And then even just the handing out the flyer, just as I kind of figured out here, right? You don't want to say, "Would you like to save 10%? Say, "Here's a free," right? And now you actually have the permission to do that because you've already built the rapport ahead of time. So anyway, just a quick tip. If you like these videos, subscribe to the channel. Just click the subscribe button. That'll appear somewhere around here. And I'll talk to you next time. Take care.